high level of transparency maintained in SBK MRT project. Not all 1.5 million registered Bangladeshi workers coming to Malaysia. Welcome to the evening edition of News on 2. You with me, Renee Fong. Transparency, good governance and integrity were not at all compromised in the implementation of the Sungai Buloh Kajang Mass Rapid Transit Project. Prime Minister Datuk Seri Najib Tun Razak said that in order to ensure that the project was transparent and had a high level of integrity, representatives of the Malaysian Anti-Corruption Commission sat on the executive committee of the project.
Semua kos-kos yang disebutkan oleh ahli yang berkenaan itu merupakan kos-kos yang memang manasabah dibiayai, maknanya mengikut kaedah yang telus dan tidak ada apa-apa yang boleh dipertikaikan. Namun saya boleh minta pihak MRT mengeluarkan maklumat tambahan untuk pengetahuan umum nanti.
Datuk Seri Najib was speaking in the Dewan Rakyat today, commenting on the impact of the MRT transportation system that was developed without any concession agreement and at a much lower cost than the original estimate. The Prime Minister said the project was completed on schedule and with a savings of 2 billion ringgit in the cost of construction and proved to be a success story for a project funded directly by the government without the offering of concessions. He said that in the process of ensuring that the MRT project was completed on schedule, MRT Corp had never ignored the difficulties and discomfort of any quarters throughout the alignment. The government has refuted claims in a documentary aired by Al Jazeera that foreign workers were being exploited in Malaysia. Speaking in Parliament today, Deputy Prime Minister Datuk Seri Dr. Ahmad Zahid Hamidi said an investigation showed that the recording was made 6 months ago and the documentary was broadcast as a series.
Sebenarnya di dalam investigation yang saya lakukan kepada program dokumentari Al Jazeera, mereka telah melakukan rakaman itu 6 bulan yang lalu. Dan sekarang ni apabila kita melakukan permohonan secara online atau atas talian, perkara ini tak timbul lagi. Kita tahu Al Jazeera bukan hanya menyentuh mengenai perkara ini, banyak perkara lain yang negatif tentang Malaysia ini disentuh oleh Al Jazeera. Itu sebab mereka ada masalah dengan negara-negara yang lain. Jadi dalam perkara itu saya terima kasih pada Yang Berhormat, tetapi saya harap dengan penjelasan ini membetulkan persepsi yang berlaku di negara kita.
On another matter, Datuk Seri Dr. Ahmad Zahid denied reports that 1.5 million Bangladeshi workers will be brought into the country, describing the rumours as baseless. The number refers to the 1.5 million Bangladeshi workers already registered with their government to work overseas, including Malaysia.
Jumlah 1.5 juta pekerja asing yang sering diperkatakan ini adalah merujuk kepada jumlah warga Bangladesh yang mendaftar dengan pihak kerajaan mereka yang berhajat untuk bekerja ke luar negara, bukan ke Malaysia. Ke luar negara. Jumlah sebenar
Bukit Aman will work closely with its Thai counterparts in dealing with trans-border crime. Inspector General of Police Tan Sri Khalid Abu Bakar said the Royal Malaysia Police PDRM are committed to combating trans-border crimes and are ready to work together with other police forces to do so. According to Tan Sri Khalid, international cooperation has always been the norm for PDRM, especially with the country's neighbours.
Kita akan bekerjasama. Kita dengan Thailand memang kita bekerjasama erat dalam segala bentuk siasatan kes jenayah. Jadi itu tidak ada masalah. Jadi memang kadang kita di sana, dia mari sini, begitu juga bukan Thailand saja, dengan Singapura pun, Indonesia pun. Jadi itu perkara biasa. Bukan money game saja kita kerjasama tidak.
He said this after taking the corruption-free pledge along with other police officers and personnel at the Police Training Centre, Pulapol, today. The IGP was commenting on a report that officials from 4 Thai law enforcement agencies will be in Malaysia for 2 days from Tuesday as part of their ongoing probe into a Malaysian company based in Pulau Pinang, accused of being a transnational crime syndicate in Thailand. They will meet with their Malaysian counterparts to gain more knowledge about the company, which has business operations in both countries. It is learned that legal proceedings against the company will begin once representatives of the 4 Thai authorities return home. On a separate matter, Tan Sri Khalid said would not deny corruption taking place in the force. Tan Sri Khalid made the comment after witnessing the signing of corruption-free pledge by PDRM in a bid to halt graft activities in the force.
Of course, kita mengsasarkan sifar rasuah. Jadi itu objektif kita. Ya. Jadi towards that, kita akan ambil langkah-langkah yang patut untuk memastikan warga PDRM tidak terlibat dengan rasuah.
Tan Sri Khalid added that he had established the Joint Integrity and Compliance Department JIPD, a monitoring body that ensures the integrity of PDRM up to the highest level. The pledge signing ceremony was witnessed by Deputy Prime Minister Datuk Sri Dr. Ahmad Zahid Hamidi and Malaysia Anti-Corruption Commission MACC Chief Commissioner Datuk Zulkifli Ahmad. Meanwhile, Datuk Zulkifli said a few individuals will be arrested in the near future to assist investigations into the purchase of the 4-star hotel in Kensington, London by Felda Investment Corporation, FIC.
Jumaat lepas kita telah membuat tangkapan terhadap 2 orang yang terlibat dengan manipulasi harga hotel yang dibeli. Jadi insyaAllah tunggu lagi lah. Mungkin ada lagi tangkapan yang akan dibuat dalam masa yang terdekat.
On Saturday, 2 senior management personnel from separate companies were remanded for 6 days. They are suspected of involvement in the manipulation of the purchase price of the hotels between 2013 and 2015. The Education Ministry has no plans to shut down schools to deal with the bullying problem. Deputy Minister of Education, Datuk Chong Sin Woon, said such drastic measures are not necessary as bullying issues needs to be dealt with on a case-to-case basis.
Saya ingin tegaskan bahawa kes-kes yang terlibat telah diambil tindakan sewajarnya, sama ada peringkat sekolah maupun peringkat Mahkamah melalui Polis Diraja Malaysia PDRM. Sejak dahulu, KPM serius menangani buli termasuk buli cyber melalui mekanisme pencegahan, penguatkuasaan peraturan sekolah, intervensi kepada mangsa dan kerjasama padu dengan semua pihak yang berkepentingan serta bersedia membantu agensi berkaitan memantapkan perundangan berkaitan kes juvenil di luar sekolah.
According to nationwide school records, the percentage of bullying cases from 2012 to 2016 has been on a downward trend from 0.08% to 0.06%. Meanwhile, from January to June this year, only 0.02 students were involved in bullying. Furthermore, there has been no cases of bullying-related deaths within the schools from 2012 until now. The flood forecast and warning system developed by Department of Irrigation and Drainage will be operational this November. Natural Resources and Environment Minister Datuk Sri Dr. Wan Junaidi Tuanku Jaafar said the system can predict the chances of floods happening in a given area at least 7 days in advance with almost 100% accuracy. Datuk Sri Dr. Wan Junaidi said the system being implemented in stages at 350 hydrology stations will be ready for operation in Kelantan, Terengganu and Pahang in November and is expected to be fully completed by next year.
Boleh memberi ramalan yang tepat hampir 100% dalam masa 2 hari sebelum banjir berlaku. Dan kita boleh meneka banjir bahkan berlaku pada masa 7 hari. Dalam keadaan inilah yang akan membantu kita macam mana kalau berlakunya banjir kita boleh memberi pemindahan kepada masyarakat, menasihatkan mereka untuk mengambil tindakan untuk mengurangkan kesan daripada banjir-banjir yang besar.
He said the system will give early information to the National Security Council, which will then disseminate the information to the rescue agencies in facing floods. This, he added, will help the public to be better prepared, unlike what they experienced in the catastrophic floods of 2014. The Regent of Pahang, Tengku Abdullah Sultan Ahmad Shah, has urged the relevant parties to examine the structure of old buildings, especially government buildings, to prevent undesirable incidents from happening. He said inspections should be carried out immediately, citing the incident of a damaged water tank on top of Complex Teruntum, which caused concrete slabs to crash on the ground, injuring 4 people. Tengku Abdullah said what had happened was an unexpected incident and fortunately enough, it was only a broken tank.
Khususnya bagi rumah lama, bangunan lama, khususnya pada bangunan-bangunan kerajaan, harus membuat kajian secara berproses, tetapi perlu membuat kajian secara segi maintenance. Jadikan budaya maintenance sebagai SOP wajib. So, kalau tidak, ialah sebaik ini hanya tangki air bocor. Kita harap tak adalah kejadian yang lebih teruk berlaku.
He said this after being briefed on the incident by Complex Teruntum management team today. The 1 p.m. incident also damaged motorcycles and cars that were parked along the side entrance of the mall. The first group of Malaysian Hajj pilgrims who left at 5:50 a.m. today have arrived safely at the Prince Muhammad bin Abdul Aziz International Airport at 3 p.m. Malaysian time. Meanwhile, Tabung Haji has opened 8 counters in Madinah for the Malaysian pilgrims to make withdrawals from their accounts and pay the dam penalty and korban sacrifice fees during the upcoming Hajj season. Tabung Haji 1438 Hijrah Financial Operations Director Aniswati Yahya said 4 of the counters are operating in Zone 1 and 2. Operations time are from 7 a.m. to 12 p.m., 4:30 p.m. to 6 p.m. and 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Tabung Haji has also provided a mobile office at 5 more locations which do not have a cash counter, but requests can be made on demand.
Ibu Pejabat TH Madinah, iaitu di sinilah ya. 4 lokasi lain kita belum kena pasti, tetapi kita tahu kalau kita bergerak ini kita sediakan untuk perkhidmatan jemaah haji swasta dan juga berdasarkan permohonan daripada jemaah-jemaah haji yang agak jauh daripada kaunter tetap kita lah.
Aniswati said the pilgrims could make cash withdrawals just by producing their name tags with daily transactions of up to 5,000 rial. Police have classified the case of a 6-day-old baby boy whose body was found in a well behind a house in a village in Jasin last night as murder and have remanded 6 people for 7 days beginning today. Melaka Deputy Police Chief Datuk Roslan Hassan said the suspects aged between 16 and 24 were detained at Kampung Ondlok, Batang Melaka.
Angkit buang bayi tu yang jumpa dalam perigi tu, kita dah tangkap 6 orang, 3 lelaki, 3 perempuan yang kita percaya terlibat dalam kes ini.
The case is being investigated under Section 302 of the Penal Code for murder. The remand order was issued by Magistrate Suzana Mokhtar of the Jasin Magistrates Court at 9 a.m. today. The dead baby, wrapped in a white diaper cloth, was found by villagers and retrieved from the 6-meter well at about 10:30 p.m. yesterday by personnel from the Jasin Bistari Fire and Rescue Station. The father of the boy had made a police report that his son was missing from home at 7:45 p.m. on Saturday. Meanwhile, Datuk Roslan said police have arrested another man to assist investigations into the case where an army veteran was killed in an armed robbery in Sungai Udang, Melaka on July 5th. He said the man, aged 27, was arrested in the Sungai Udang area around 5 p.m. yesterday.
Dan termasuklah juga kes yang berkaitan dengan pesara tentera. kita tangkap lagi seorang. Jadi maknanya sekarang ni ada 2 orang tangkapan lah. Malam kita tangkap lagi seorang yang boleh membantu lagi. Kan?
Datuk Roslan was speaking after the corruption-free pledge ceremony at the Melaka Police Contingent Headquarters in Bukit Beruang. On July 15th, Army veteran Abdul Rahman Pileh, aged 60, was killed, whereas his wife, Sabturia, was severely injured in the robbery at their home in Taman Bukit Terendak, Sungai Udang. Following that, a soldier aged 35 was remanded to assist police investigations. Datuk Roslan is confident the arrests of the 2 individuals will help solve the case in the near future. A father pleaded guilty to 5 counts of committing unnatural sex on 2 stepsons aged 7 and 11 between April 2016 to July 2017. Khairul Azwan Ismail, aged 24, pleaded guilty at the Johor Bahru Sessions Court after the charges were read in front of Judge Muhammad Khalid Abdul Karim. For the first and second charge, the accused was charged with intentionally committing carnal intercourse against the order of nature with the 11-year-old victim. Whereas for the third and fourth, the accused was charged with committing sexual intercourse with the victim without consent. As for the fifth, the accused was charged with committing sexual intercourse with the 7-year-old victim. All acts were committed at 5 different locations in Mersing District. He was charged under Section 377C and 377CA Penal Code, which provides a maximum 20 years jail and whipping upon conviction. The prosecution was conducted by Deputy Public Prosecutor Suhaila Shafuddin, while the accused was unrepresented. The judge has fixed August 3rd for case remention and did not allow the accused bail as the man was still in a relationship with the mother of the 2 stepsons. In the business segment, Malaysia ranked among top Muslim-friendly tourist destinations. Welcome back. The country is not selling itself short with the sale of Proton's 49% of its shares to China's automotive giants, Geely. International Trade and Industry Minister Datuk Seri Mustafa Mohamed says Proton's vendors in fact have much to gain from the alliance. Datuk Seri Mustafa said apart from continuing as Proton's vendors, they will also act as distributors to Geely's many range of vehicles, provided they fulfill the terms and conditions set by the Chinese company.
Tak boleh bagi jaminan bahawa kesemua barang akan dibeli tempatan. Sekarang pun sebahagian daripada komponen dibeli luar. Kerana itu dengan izin nature of business, ya, global sourcing adalah satu perkara yang penting. Dan sekarang pun Proton pun ada membeli sekarang pun sebelum ada strategic partnership, jadi sudah membeli barang-barang daripada luar negara. Jadi tertakluk kepada kualiti dan harga. Ini 2 perkara, ya. Maka kita yakin bahawa vendor-vendor tempatan akan terus mendapat perniagaan ataupun bisnes daripada Proton, ya.
Proton currently has 240 vendors which supplies compoundments for their cars. Datuk Seri Mustafa added that after the sale of its shares, Proton will not enjoy the perks provided by the government anymore and will be treated equally as other automotive companies in the country. The ringgit appreciated by 4.6% against the US dollar until July 21st this year. Second Finance Minister Datuk Seri Johari Abdul Ghani said the rise was due to a number of factors, including the increase in Brent crude oil prices in the first 6 months of the year and the re-entry of foreign investor portfolios into Malaysia's financial markets.
Peningkatan nilai mata wang ringgit sejak awal tahun ini disumbang oleh penunjuk-penunjuk ekonomi utama Malaysia yang semakin positif, iaitu pertumbuhan ekspor dan KDNK yang lebih tinggi.
Datuk Sri Johari said the stronger ringgit has reduced costs for business with high import content, decreased the price of imported goods and further promoted domestic spending. Speaking in Parliament today, he said the impact of market development measures introduced at the end of 2016 can be seen in the diminishing of unpaid forward contract activities in offshore markets. Malaysia is still ranked among the top Muslim-friendly tourist destinations in the world and a role model for other Muslim countries for its efforts in strengthening the Ummah through economic development. Tourism Minister Datuk Sri Muhammad Nazri Abdul Aziz says this was made possible through the availability of many halal-certified food outlets, prayer facilities nationwide, political stability and Malaysians' warm hospitality. Speaking at the opening of the World Islamic Tourism Conference WITC 2017, Datuk Sri Muhammad Nazri said hosting the conference was one of many ways to promote Islamic tourism and at the same time generate economic growth. He said the timing of the conference is just right, with the expectant arrivals of 5.5 million Muslim tourists annually and Malaysia's strategic location as a Muslim-friendly destination. Datuk Sri Muhammad Nazri's speech was read by his deputy, Datuk Mas Ermiyati Samsudin. He added that the ban of citizens from several Muslim countries from entering the United States and the current Gulf diplomatic conflict had actually opened the door for visitors to come to Malaysia. The two-day biannual WITC with this year's theme, Understanding and Embracing Muslim-Friendly Tourism, sees the participation of local tourism agencies and also from 43 other countries. M-Force Bike Holdings Sdn Berhad, a motorcycle distributor based in Penang, targets sales of 70,000 SM Sport motorcycles in the next 5 years. According to sales manager Asri Ahmad, the demand for SM Sport motorcycles are strong, especially in the Asian region.
Kita ada dealers daripada Indonesia yang berminat untuk mengedarkan motor SM Sport di Indonesia, Singapore, Sri Lanka, including others ASEAN region. Okay, itu kita punya export market.
Asri was speaking to the media after a launch event for the latest motorcycle, the SM Sport 110R. This motorcycle is powered by an Euro 3 engine that is environmentally friendly and promises optimum fuel-saving ability. Selling at a cost of 3,788 ringgit, SM Sport 110R comes in 3 colors, which is Bumblebee Yellow, Ocean Blue and Ruby Red.